Alright guys, so we have Call of Cthulhu here. This was developed by Cyanide Studio. It's a little French studio published by Focus Home, and they were kind enough to provide me with a key so I can do the stream for you guys. So this is a detective game. Takes place in the 1920s, and this is based off the board game Call of Cthulhu. Now, I'll give you a brief history on my Lovecraft experience. So I grew up reading Lovecraft. I loved Lovecraft. I've read many of his stories, and he has many. I don't remember all of them. I remember, of course, the main Call of Cthulhu. It's not my favorite story of his. My favorite is At the Mountains of Madness. My memory is going to be spotty. I don't know how much this goes. I don't know the board game's canon as far as Cthulhu goes. I'm not even sure about the pronunciation we go here. See, when I was growing up, you pronounced it Cthulhu, not Cthulhu. Cthulhu is how Lovecraft himself preferred it to be pronounced. I think what he said was the proper pronunciation can't be done by the human tongue, and instead you should pronounce it either Cthulhu or Cthulhu, and he preferred Cthulhu, or at least in the latter part of his life, I think he said he preferred Cthulhu. This whole Cthulhu thing is somewhat modern. I think the board game had something to do with it, but I don't know for sure. But anyways, I want this to be an immersive stream, so I'm not going to be talking to chat a ton. I will be reading it, so whatever you say, I'll be reading. But I'm not going to interact a ton with it, because I want this to go on YouTube and I want it to be immersive. So anyways, that's the primer, I suppose. Let's enter the madness. Pierce Investigations Agency in Boston. Pretty much most of Lovecraft's stories take place in New England. Boston, 1924, Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case, able to lift him from his torpor. Lovely. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. Obviously a nightmare. I got controls! Alright, Alright, let's change, before we hop into this, let's change the sensitivity a little bit. Control? Let's go down some. Alright. It's a little laggy going back and forth. Or is there any motion blur options here? View distance is epic. Alright. I don't like the blurriness on moving your head back and forth. It feels a little jerky to me. So we got lots of dead sea life. Crouch. I'm going to slide up some items in order to interact with them. Like that item. I love the ominous track. It's lovely. It's fantastic. Alright, so item bolt cutters. Okay, good. Perfect.
In my wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Now, I don't think that's Cthulhu himself, because he didn't speak English. So maybe that's like, I don't know.
What a putrid offering.
Is he talking about me or the shark? So this.
Fight. You have been chosen.
It's telling me I can run. So this is probably some kind of cult's lair, I would assume. Since anything Cthulhu related has usually got a cult involved. Since the followers of Cthulhu are a cult. Am I supposed to run here?
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
He's got tentacles on his arm. Okay. What a nightmare.
I hate whiskey.
Pierce Investigations Agency, press J. My private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adulteries, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine for the moment. The occult. So we got like a skill tree here. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to. So this is like a straight up detective game, guys. And that's one of the things I'm really excited about. I've been itching for a detective game. I've got one going already.
I wonder why I still take these things.
That I need to jump back into. But I'm in the mood for it, that's for sure. The doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while their effect has been wearing off. Can I rotate this? Yeah. Can I pick it up or do I put it back down? There we go.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
I can't.
Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
I can't zoom in.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Alright, I can open that and look at all my books. Lovely.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend.
Husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Can I open this or no? No? I guess not. That's a closed case. I don't know why I need to keep that file in my hand. Oops. I got a lighter of some sort.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
I'm gonna leave that off in case it's a copyright problem. I don't know if it is or not. Hello.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh boy. Allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of a skill. 2 CP. So CP is character points needed for the next level. 8 available character points. All right, so let's look at these things then. Represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power speech. That one sounds very compelling to me. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving the skill increases your chances of finding it. Yeah. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving the skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of it. These are all fun. I want them all. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Understanding past events and analyzing a crime scene. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Improving the skill increases your chance of forcing doors or mechanisms, or of using violence. I don't think there's a lot of fighting in this game. I think this is far more detective than it is combat. I don't think there's much combat in this at all, but I don't know. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving the skill increases your chance of determining the dosage of a drug. Interesting. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving the skill increases your chance of determining the use of and origin of occult artifacts and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. I want that. Let's do that one. 4 needed before my next level. This one's already at 2. All right, so let's do 1 there. Oh wow, that doesn't raise it a whole lot. Eloquence, I think I want to... Psychology, human behavior, hidden objects. So I think I want to level 1 of these. Hidden objects, psychology. Let's go with eloquence. Wait a minute, it still says 2-5. I'm not sure what that means. I thought... Okay. If I go 1 more, is it going to get me to 3? It is. Okay. I got 3 left. Spot hidden. Hidden objects. I think I want to go there. Or should I just dump it into occultism? Let's do that. Level 2. Okay, I'm happy. Let's do it. Oh, I can reset these? That's cool. I like that. I like that it might be able to change something like that. Do you really want to validate this character points? Yes.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
No.
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
In Boston.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you still...
I'm coming.
His voice is familiar. Who's the actor?
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Wow. You didn't have to go there.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
Got a new job.
Police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting.
It looks terrifying.
Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Uh-oh.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture.
I'm not an art critic. What are you talking
That's all you've
about?
got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Your notebook details your current objectives to... Alright, let's grab this first.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Shipping labels, some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36 in Darkwater. The police report, it says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life where there with their only son, Simon. Okay. Alright, what do we got? Oh, I thought it would give me more info here. Perhaps not? Clues. That's just what we have. Gotcha. Now I'm an art critic.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Oh! Am I timed? No? You shouldn't take this painting lightly. I read about her mental fragility in the police report. Something's not right with the story. Find out about Warehouse 36. Where did Sarah Hawkins live? Well, let's go with this. We want more... Unlocked answer. So I wonder why this answer is unlocked. And also, do I only get one chance to ask such things? Well, I think Warehouse 36 is the most interesting one.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
How much you paying me, bro? Let's go with this.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
She probably got bit by a stray dog and's got rabies. Where did she live?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
We haven't discussed payment yet here. Why is this not green like these?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
It's a cult. Your daughter was in a cult. I hate to break it to you.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Okay.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire.
Thank you.
Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Wow.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Okay. Let's check our new entry.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic.
What is our newest entry? Despite... Wait. The doctor could well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy. I don't... What remains is to leave for Darkwater. I don't think I need to read any of that. Clues. This. Cool, so I get to look at the painting still. So this is obviously Cthulhu right here. You got two eyes, you got these little tentacles. So it's some cult marking. Charles Hawkins, the husband, was a local celebrity on Darkwater, the heir of a ship owner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon. This guy probably got her into the cult. Painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work. Oh boy. Alright. Only son. He's kind of creepy looking. He died in the fire. Okay. Whoa, what was this? Oh! So this is filed under the occult. Why do I... Oh, sanity! Oh, I didn't notice this before. Edward Pierce is a veteran, blah, blah, blah. Confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind, you conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Mental trauma. So we have a sanity meter here. Okay. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War where he took part in the Meuse Argonne offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from the enemy and Allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades, without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Lovely.
I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Is that this? The Learning of Medicine. A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. The first volume lists all illnesses known to the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatment. What? Inventory. Wait, do I not have that in... Wait, what was that? Here we go. Submenus inspect. Alright, that's not what I want to do. Alright, so I can't actually open and read the book. Have a drink or don't drink. Shit. This will affect my destiny? Are you serious? Oh boy. We're getting off to a bad start, guys. Alright, where's this North Atlantic shit?
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Oh boy, it doesn't exist. Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts. Oh my god.
All I have to do is go to the natural sciences.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to speed that along.
Archaeology. Natural sciences,
okay.
Linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
No, this is interesting stuff. Keep it, bro.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Our owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case. When you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Alright, so I'm not above breaking the law myself then. Lovely. Alright, let's head on out of here, I guess. What's up, Melosev? By the way, guys, I am going to not interact with chat a whole lot during this, because I want it to be immersive.
I used to be an avid reader.
Alright, I did get that one. I feel like I'm missing something. Alright, let's bolt. Let's get out of here. What? I gotta hold it. I got an achievement! Chapter 2, The Darkwater Port. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address. A warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. I like it when games do this, when they give you a summary right before the next chapter. Because people tend to close out games at chapter's end, right? So maybe I would close out the game and I go do whatever, and then a couple days later I come back to the game. It gives you the summary and it helps you kind of jump back into the game. I like that. We've got opening credits. I'm loving the music. I'm really digging the soundtrack so far. Also, is this guy's voice, is it Adam Jensen? It sounds like the guy who did Adam Jensen. Or maybe I'm thinking that because he kind of looks like Adam Jensen.
We're almost there.
I'm ready. My body's ready. Warp my mind. The Scylla? Is that how you pronounce that? Scylla? I love this atmosphere. I love the small dock at night with the mists.